I should be back. Are you serious, man? Are you serious? I hate everything. I hate everything so much. I cannot believe this. I just cannot believe that everything crashed right now. What the hell? Like, I think even Discord is now completely crashed. Like, what? Like, everything. You just go on the... There's like 50 billion times Discord in the background. Hello, David Daniels. You're new. Just close these 50 billion types of Discord. They don't have to be here. It wasn't OBS. It wasn't OBS. Basti, it wasn't OBS. It actually, this wasn't the same as the last times. It wasn't a freeze. It wasn't anything like that. The Thaumaturge crashed. And it crashed everything. Steam crashed. Discord crashed. And OBS didn't freeze. It actually completely crashed. Because everything just crashed. Oh my god. Thank you for liking my background. I also like Final Fantasy XIV. Funny to see that there are so many different, like, it's not the same people that, it's so funny that it's not the same people as last time. Okay, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again. I'm gonna start the Thaumaturge again. We're gonna try playing the Thaumaturge again. If it... I hope this time it doesn't crash. Let's see if there was like an automatic checkpoint or something. No, of course not. Okay, let's just do everything again. Gotta love this. Man, I love streaming for like to have 2 different streams now instead of just 1 again. And no idea it's Final Fantasy XIV. The sword looked like it's from Berserk. Oh yeah, it's the Dark Knight class, and it is basically inspired by Berserk a lot. Like a lot of people see it as like a tribute to Berserk. Even when the mangaka for Berserk died, I think his name was Murata. When he died, there was a giant like mourning parade in Final Fantasy XIV with people having the Dark Knight class equipped, just walking through the streets with like having like certain emotes on hand to like pose with a sword down, stuff like that, to like mourn for his death. It was actually like a beautiful sight to see. Okay, let's try this again. I'm just gonna like get all this stuff again. Yep, thank you for that. No, he wasn't on hiatus. The Berserk artist died. The manga is currently it's not permanent hiatus. His best friend apparently knows how the story was supposed to go and is now working on the manga. Like, he is actually continuing it. Apparently, it's not gonna run for that long because that's the saddest part. The mangaka died like really, really close to the story being finished. Apparently. So, yeah, it's gonna get continued. It already got like I think an entire new volume thanks to this, because it's been like over a year.
You don't remember me. My name's Hayat, Mordecai Hayat.
I'm just gonna like
I'm curious myself. I haven't had a chance to find out. Yes, I understand. My condolences once again.
Sorry, Ethan.
I'm sure you want to bid farewell to your father.
Okay, we're gonna... It's so funny, Yvonne came in, said salutations like normally, and BAM! Stream crashed. I hope this isn't gonna happen again. I hope this was just like a one-time occurrence. Let's see.
I think I ought to arrest you. Thaumaturge.
I haven't done any.
Okay, let's just skip through this. We don't have to see this again. What are you doing? Stay still. Your fingers crossed. That also never happens to me, like the game crashing and everything else just getting dumped with it. Yeah, just get through this. I'm gonna say the same thing as last time. I'm gonna admit that I was in jail.
It's getting... and I'll leave.
I'm gonna stay here to say goodbye.
Let's get this over with.
Let's be honest.
So,
the deepest, most eternal slumber is the 2-hour nap in the middle of the day.
After
Don't wonder what I'm doing here. We already saw this. This game just crashed. Mention this thing again. Yeah. Say goodbye.
Mother, me, and now.
And
Farewell, father.
He's the other guy. How long has he been eavesdropping? Admit that I haven't made up my mind. And this should be the same point we were last time.
Your name?
My name's Konieczkin. Ivan Konieczkin. Goodbye.
Let's see how this runs this time. Okay, okay. Now the effect comes. Okay, okay. Woo! It works!
I guess I'm more tired than I thought.
Okay. Whew. Kinda scared there for a second, but it... Oh, that doesn't look nice. Okay, it's gone. Playing games early after launch is always a good decision, guys. It never leads to bad things. Josefina Sulska. Nee, Hohenlohe. Is it also...
Grandmother Josefina.
Ah.
A thaumaturge.
Of course another thaumaturge. Thaumaturge. Nikodem Sulski.
Grandpa Nikodem, a thaumaturge. I barely remember him.
A lot of them were thaumaturges, weren't they? By the way, where did he put his jacket when going in here? Like, where is it going? Is it like another room you aren't seeing? Oh god. Okay. Oh yeah, I've seen that Overwatch 2 is getting a Cowboy Bebop collab. It's gonna be probably kind of funny. I mean, the last anime crossover was also really funny. But I have to admit, I tried playing the game yesterday again after like a short break, and I'm not really that much into it anymore. I think
We can go.
the season feels kind of annoying.
The hardest thing was getting rid of the urn. The scattering I could handle.
You can play the clown, but I know how much this has cost you. I'm glad you went.
Love at a funeral. Eros post-mortem. Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors? Konstancja Shabowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
Hyena.
Thank you. And you, sir?
Chase the hyena away. Oh, is that what they call them? Hyena? Explain that you're Ligia's brother.
We're twins, my dear lady.
The Shulskis reunited. You don't look like a horrid cripple. Why did you leave Warsaw so quickly?
Don't tell her anything. She'll write whatever she wants anyway. And we'd better get going.
I can sort it out, but it might cause you some trouble.
It's not worth getting your hands dirty over.
Get out of here, or I might decide you're attacking an Imperial official, and you'll wake up tomorrow in the Citadel.
Are you threatening me, Judge?
I'm actually sparing you from him. Would you rather try your luck with a Thaumaturge? Come on, children. I'm sure my Pietia is already waiting for us at home.
I'd love to see my cousin.
Are you coming with us?
So you want some time alone? Agree.
Thanks.
Get in. I'm sure the lawyer is already waiting for us.
Oh no, this game has the same oh no, this game has the I walked faster than the NPC's problem. Let me explore them a little bit. Nothing interesting. Let's go inside.
Miss, your guests have arrived. The lawyer's upstairs too, waiting. But trifle jittery. Wonder if the tea I made him was too strong.
Thank you, Grażyna dear. Let the guests wait. First I want to take care of the will.
I'll just wet my whistle and join you all upstairs.
Make sure Uncle makes it upstairs sober. And I'll suggest you don't dawdle either.
Master Victor, good God! Half your face covered, but I could tell right away it was you. You look just like your father in his youth. Completely his spitting image. Should I make you some cocoa, Master? It would warm you up a little.
What does it... Did he talk about going to the toilet? Wetting my... What?
No need to fuss, Grażynka. I'm used to worse chills than this.
It's lovely to see you again. But that's enough jabber for now. I've got the guests and the cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
She's just a journalist that is searching for news to write about, and it's about you mourning, so that is why they call her a hyena. I mean, it's fair. I mean, it's totally fair to call her that. When everyone is just mourning over their dead parents. There's a lot of people here as well. Fair enough. I was talking about drinking booze. I genuinely thought he was talking about like going to the toilet. How is portrayed? The portrait depicts father in his twilight years. The serious expression on his face, the proud posture and the grimoire in his hand, combined with a dark background and lack of embellishments. It all reflects the strictness and pragmatism he always had. Good old Stanislaw. However, a faint red streak can be seen around his figure. Apparently artists are particularly sensitive to seeing things that usually escape the human eye. This one should receive double emolument for capturing the thaumaturgic aura. That is cool. This is the Thaumaturge. It's... I mean, how can you basically describe it in the best way? Like, paranormal detective game?
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth again. I already failed to recognize someone once today. But you look familiar.
Well, I should think so. I was the victim of one of your starling hunts. Voronins must not be very memorable, cousin.
Pietia! Forgive me, and for shooting you as well. How are you doing?
Just some heart problems, not a subject for today. I'm sorry about Uncle Stanislav. Forgive me for not coming to the funeral. I can't bear cemeteries.
We'll have to meet up again.
Goodbye.
Oh shit, okay. That wasn't... That didn't sound like he wants to see me again. I mean, there definitely... Yeah, there is a necromancer aspect to it. I wouldn't play it any other way, right? Here they are. You basically are, yeah, a Thaumaturge in this series basically can see curses and ghosts. With us being a very special one because we have more than one. He can capture them, and normally you can only have, like a normal Thaumaturge can only have like one. this is mine. This is the one he normally has. But he was actually able to catch a second one. And there are a lot more. Like a lot more. So it's gonna be interesting. Let's see, restores 4 of your health points. No. Adrenaline increases inflicted damage by 50%. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's definitely a cutie pie, right? Like, I think they all look so beautiful. Like, they're actually like really good looking monsters, I think. Also just love, look at his fucking staff and he's just showing, yeah, nice, yeah. I also like a scimitar. I think that's a scimitar, right? I love him, he's just going with his sticks and back. Especially with this like Russian hat, it just looks so good. And this thing just looks sick. I can't say it any other way. This thing just looks amazing. The Warsaw Courier, Evening Extra. Here's the latest news on the riots that disrupted His Majesty's Emperor Nikolai II's speech today. A moment after our gracious Emperor announced Georgi Skalon as the new Governor General of Warsaw, a group of troublemakers started yelling most disgraceful slogans. Despite reinforced security, there was a scuffle. The gendarmerie were quick to get the situation under control. However, a few people were injured, including 2 policemen who came to help. 30 people charged with public nuisance and brawling were taken into custody. That was me. Okay, that's where I have to go. Let's just like check out everything else. Bust of Morana. The stern countenance resembles that of a human, but the callous gaze shows no trace of human emotions. The Queen of Winter scrutinizes you, sending a shiver down your spine. It makes me think of the words, if you gaze long enough into the abyss will gaze back to you. That looks like one of the minions. That literally looks like one of the minions. Like this one. Which probably means this is one of the creatures we can summon later. Oh, we can go to the basement as well. I love kitchens in the early 1900s. Hey man, how have you been? What's up with the Monday stream? Basically, I really liked playing this game last week and I wanted to continue it, so I didn't want to wait until the end of the week. I would like to get done with the Thaumaturge before Dragon's Dogma comes out, so I'm gonna stream this a little bit more often per week, probably. Same thing probably is gonna happen with Dragon's Dogma, because I cannot imagine that I only want to play this game once or twice per week. So I'm probably gonna stream like multiple times per week, just like be able to play a little bit next to like work on the videos. Because if I'm already playing them anyways, why not stream it, right? 365 dinner recipes for 5 zlotys by Lucy Darcy. Capon or pullet with sausages. Clean and pluck. Oh, that's actually a recipe. Nice. Clean and pluck the capon while warm. Burn off the remaining feathers and knots over the fire. That definitely is an early 19. Holy shit. What's this? Grazina Linker's recipe. Pour a pot of ripe, dully piked quince fruits into a 4-gallon demijohn and pour in a light, cool syrup with 6 pounds of sugar and 2 gallons of water. Sounds nice. What was your weekend in general? Was nice actually. I was spending time with my girlfriend. It was her grandmother's birthday. So yeah, it was a pretty nice. Time, like just talking to people, just being with her. Friday was nice. It was like the most successful stream ever. We had like the most viewers ever.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I thought I'd have to drink alone.
So many goodies laid out for the guests. Having trouble picking something for yourself, Judge?
But this was Stashio's. It was special. Amber liqueur with quinces.
I think you mean quince liqueur with amber, right? If it's not here, I'm sure it's in the basement. But I won't grope around down there in the dark now. I've got my hands full.
Now, I don't want to trouble you either. Victor, could you track down a little bottle for your uncle?
I suppose I'm obligated to accept this mission.
Good lad. A nephew like you is a treasure.
But how about you, AFK? Did you have a nice weekend? Let's check out the basement then. I hope you also I also hope everyone had a nice time on this weekend. And local Horman, yeah, actually, talking about Bolt Gun, I would have to continue that. I only beat the first of 3 acts, so I only beat like a third of a game. I have to admit, the later levels of the first act got kinda brutal, with like having making you fight like multiple lords of changes at once. Like, what the hell? but it was kind of fun. I really liked it. The Zinch level with like Giant Labyrinth was kind of annoying, but the rest was really fun. I don't know. I like playing these games, but I like playing like retro shooters and stuff like that, but I get like kind of bored of them really quickly. Which means like I play them for like 5 to 6 hours and then I stop, never restart and buy the next one and play that for a few hours and stop. Mother's portrait. A portrait of Mother from her youth. She stands proud, wearing a white dress and a silk scarf thrown over her exposed shoulders. Her long dark hair flows down her back and she glances at the viewer with a piercing smile. Bare skin of a frivolous hairstyle. That's not how I remember her. Nadia as a young, unkept maiden. It's hard to believe. The shocking vision of a painter must have been created in a previous era, a time when hearts were stirred with violent emotions. Poems were created to the sound of a storm. Love stories had to end tragically, etc., etc. Father actually commissioned such a painting. Oh yeah, thank you. I had a great, pretty calm weekend. Largely just slept and played Elden Ring. That sounds like a great time. I actually got kinda into, how do you say it? I got really much into like randomizers, Elden Ring randomizers. That was kind of fun. Oh, okay, it's too fast. What's this? Another wine. Pinot Noir from Oregon. A bottle of red wine from the United States. Hard to get. Huh. With traces of Ligia. It's so hard. I'm trying to like speak in an English accent to not really sound all that German. And then all these people basically require me to talk more in a German accent. To like speak all these words. Quince liquor with amber. A small bottle of quince liquor with amber. A beverage for true connoisseurs. The bottle exudes the sweet aroma of quince and the sincere joy of an upcoming meeting. It is a beverage that brings people together and sweetens the bitterness of everyday life. An element of a ritual that two old friends would eagerly indulge in. Believe me, you're missing out. The Elden Ring randomizer is so fucking funny. I imagine I was going to Patch's dungeon, right? Like the small cave where he's in. He was the same because he's he wasn't able to change. Only like NPCs can change. Only the equipment changes. That was kind of funny. But now imagine this like small fucking cave was filled with a bear. Some of these death frog thingies with giant eyes, and for some fucking reason, Morgoth. Or Margit was it? Yeah, the first form, not his final form, the first form, Margit. Yeah, that was fun. Speak of Margit, for some reason, like the Margit fight was replaced by the Godskin duo. That was nice. If you ever want to know how hard the Godskin duo can be, try to fight them in a small narrow walkway where they can throw you down, but they can't fall down. Well, Well, you also cannot run away from the fat one doing a spin attack, because there are no pillars. I had some fun. Speaking of Elden Ring, I've been watching a lot of content about the Convergence mod. What's a Convergence mod?
How did it go? Mission accomplished?
Give him a bottle of liquor, red wine, white wine. I think I'm just gonna give him the liquor, right?
I think this is the one Uncle wanted.
Yes. This is our little funeral battle. We would meet in Stasia's study after every funeral we went to, and raise a toast to the dead. And recently, we've been seeing one another more and more at such events. More and more. But this time, even he has left me. So, to an easy death, as Stasia and I used to say.
How did he die?
Hasn't Lygia told you?
I haven't even had the chance to ask.
He didn't suffer, but such images in the memory are better saved for later. I'd prefer to remember him as he was alive. What then? Am I drinking alone?
The gods can do, yeah, they are annoying. That was actually really funny because I was playing with 2 friends. We also installed the better multiplayer, like the seamless multiplayer mod, which allows you to like all use the horrors and stuff. And fighting them then was really fun because they have like 5 times the health. In the mod makes bosses in the multiplayer kinda harder, especially when you're playing with 3 people. 2 is okay, 3 is brutal. The gods can do was basically unbeatable, and then we just did them solo because they were scaled down to like level 10. So they were really easy single player and died in like 5 seconds, but as soon as we entered the multiplayer, they were like the tankiest assholes. But that wasn't even the worst experience. The 2 buddies I played together had a solo session before we started playing in a free group. They went to Raya Lucaria and fought the first boss, this like wolf monster, right? The wolf with like sword in his mouth. I don't know what's called again. I think like Reichard's wolf of something. There was just Marika in her second form. No, not Marika. Marika was something else. I'm talking about Malenia. Sorry. Yeah, there was just Malenia. In the small library, there was just fucking Malenia in there. That was fun, apparently.
I suppose there's no reason to bear grudges or be angry, is there? Stasio?
To an easy death.
Familiar faces keep vanishing from my life. Stasio and my Helena before him. I miss my little darling. I miss them both. Well, obligation fulfilled. Shall we get to the reading of the will?
At the funeral, there was this sad Jewish fellow, Mordechai Hayat. Do you know him, Uncle?
He worked for Stanisław, but that was a long time ago. I don't know him more than that. So, shall we collect our inheritance?
Yes, let's find out what my father hasn't left me.
Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat?
That's a sick room.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify. Mr. Shulski's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaclav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888.
Oh, that's actually been a long time ago.
In the name of the Holy Trinity. Amen.
That actually is, I mean, it's 1905 now, so it's actually been like quite a few years ago when they when he decided that. That was actually before. Like, if I understood it correctly, we were thrown out from home 15 years ago. That was 88. That should have been, yeah, that's more than 20 years ago. Yeah.
Therefore, my first irrevocable wish is to appoint as executrix of this will my daughter Ligia Szulska. Immediately after my death, an inventory shall be conducted in full accordance with the law. After completing the inventory, all my personal movables will be sold at public auction. And let the funds raised thereby be donated on the anniversary of my death to the beggars near the cemetery. The administration of the remainder of my fortune I leave, without restriction, to the person of my daughter Ligia.
I'm not even getting a teaspoon.
All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. I wish that the business should be conducted with modesty, prudence, and honesty, as I have conducted it my whole life.
A joker to the very end.
To my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following: my collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement.
Congratulate them both and say you wait in the kitchen. I don't want to be too much of an asshole, like, honestly. That's just annoying.
Now, Mr. Fedorov, what did my father leave my mother?
Victor, be serious.
Nothing. There is a special item reflecting the absolute lack of any bequest to my former spouse, Nadia Fyodorovna Voronina. I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Viktor Szulski, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire.
Oh.
In the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Szulski used it up until his death, yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning it's disappeared?
Well, that's bad.
Did father have his grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
Oh shit,
What
what?
actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
Dear Lord, what?
A building? It collapsed on top of him? How? How did this happen?
It was a day like any other. Papa had gone for his habitual walk. Every Tuesday and Thursday, he'd take a stroll to get some space, as he put it. When he didn't come back for a long time, I got the bad feeling something had happened. Then...
We rode there together. An entire wall of a tenement had collapsed. There were 3 victims, including Stasio, who had the bad luck to simply be walking by. To see him there in
Oh
that
yeah, we saw that
condition,
collapsed building.
it's beyond description.
The grimoire. Could someone have taken it?
Perhaps, in all that confusion.
But why would anyone want Papa's grimoire? An ordinary person won't use it. Would the Thaumaturge just happen to be passing by?
Father had all his knowledge in there, but I don't know if it would be useful to someone other than him. I don't even know why he left it to me.
I'm sure Stasio had a reason.
Where did it happen? Where was this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
So that's where it is. I've seen this place. I'd rather not imagine what condition you found Father in there.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
I foresaw a slightly more pleasant end for him, myself. I doubt even he deserved such a horrible death.
Yeah, that's just awful. Like a building collapsing on
Those
top
might
of
be
you.
the kindest words you've ever said on the subject of a father.
How typical of his sort of person to keep a portrait in his study of a family that was only a family on canvas. Not long after the painting was done, he got divorced, ruined Dziedzicus, and kicked out his son. But there the portrait hangs, as if family meant anything at all.
I don't know what exactly happened with Aboritse, but I know that Papa felt guilty. You don't want to forgive him even now that he's gone?
The dead need no forgiving. And as for forgetting, I don't know how. It's just a shame about the grimoire.
What do you intend to do?
So look at the father's things, admit the building is a good lead. So what Ivan Kunchikid? Ask about Mordecai. I'm just gonna talk about the building for a second.
I think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
And where are Father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check that too.
I've started stock-taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish. Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true. You've got your work cut out for you.
And Mordechai Chayat. Could that be a lead?
I don't think so. He worked with Father, but he left more than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at my store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other ideas?
Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
I'll see you out.
Goodbye, Uncle. And, Ligia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
I'm actually kind of unsure how she meant that, because the models look good, but they aren't really that good in smiling or showing facial emotions in general. I think I'm just gonna look around for a bit before I talk to my Upnir. And hello, BJ! So I just got in from a slow and busy morning. I don't worry, man. I had a slow and busy day. That's why I only started streaming so late. In my case, it's after 9 for me now. 9 in the evening. Beautiful buff. No evidence that all demons are seditors. Bevim, a false lead. Pusel, a false lead. Anton claims to have subjugated Orobas. Mere boasting. Okay. Chart letter. My love for you is burning. A key. It keeps me from eating. It keeps me from sleeping. It keeps me from living. Ligia, I'm begging you to end my agony. Agree to be my... Okay. Message from mother. Dear child, stop! You violated the law. It is with great sorrow that I have received the news of Stanislav's death. Stop, unfortunately. I will not be able to attend the funeral ceremony. Stop. My studies in Paris keep me from traveling to Warsaw at this time. Stop. I join you both in mourning and sorrow. Stop. Mama. My letter from Rome, July 1896. Dear sister, I'm writing to you because sleep eludes me. As I wrote before, I have found a suitable candidate. However, I'm still struggling to reach his flaw. I feel that Paimon is within my reach. I even saw him, vaguely, but I did. I'll stop here because my nerves prevent me from continuing. W. P.S. Yes, I will be careful. Don't think me a fool like father. Polish Gazette, evening edition. I don't care about the letter. My letter from Paris, November 1896. Sister of mine, I feel well enough to write something to you. The doctor also recommended I do so. I'm not alone in my anguish. I share a room with one Refort Morton, whose last name escapes me. They brought him from London, from Dr. Seward's clinic. A very interesting case. He spends his days hunting for the moths, cockroaches, ladybugs, and beetles that come here sometimes. He eats them. He said it gives him strength to wait for the coming of the Lord. But I don't think he means the Savior. I cannot readily reconstruct all the details after the debacle with Paimon. My mind is still in tatters. Paimon visited me no more than a week ago. I know that's impossible. It's probably happened only in my mind, but it was so clear. He, as the King of Hell, with his host of demons, with the shadows of his pentiments, called for me to join them. It was so real. I'll stop here. I'm having a hard time gathering my thoughts. It's just a Polish smile. There's a meme for myself here that we don't know how to smile. I don't know if the author have it in mind, but you could explain it like this. I mean, let's be honest. The reason why the characters seem emotionless in other situations is because animating, especially faces, is hard. But it's kind of funny because the game is made by Polish people, so it's actually kind of funny if you say it like that. Bust of Siren, sharp, a veined feathers, bear a wild, disturbing kind of beauty. They make you want to fall into her clutches and be lulled into an eternal dream by her sweet song. Yet her cryptic, slight smile makes a subconscious primal part of you being cower away from the predator. But isn't a soul the one only fair price for the bliss of giving yourself up to that enchanting creature? Is it basically a harpy? Looks like it. I think the lack of expression might be intentional, since it's somewhat typical for Slavic people to struggle with facial expressions. They are typically express deep sadness, if it makes sense. Ha! I mean, I wouldn't be that surprised. Can I change my clothes? Is it my room? Serious photo, straight backs, stern expressions, noses in the air. Two boys that are just trying to meet everyone's expectations. Something went wrong here. Oh, no, I can. If you want to change your clothes, use the wardrobe. You can expand your clothes collecting by visiting the tailor. What? There's no way you can actually change your clothes. I saw that with the paintings, yeah. This Polish smile it is. I have 2 skill points by now, that is nice. Actually leveled up everything up here, so it's... I'm just gonna get... Exposure 5 increases taken damage by 50%. Oh, that's nice actually. Level this and now I have no points anymore. Nice. Adrenaline rush. Increase inflicted damage. I'm gonna put this here. So inflict damage restored to focus. Inflicts damage give a 60% chance of dealing double damage. I'm just gonna put this. Where's the gamble? Put this here. Makes every attack of the enemy deal the maximum possible damage. Yeah, that's also really nice. Where was that other thing? Mind makes you lose focus instead of taking damage. No. Gives a 6% of slowing the enemy actions. Yeah, why not put this here? This damage gives a 6% of dealing double damage, yeah. That looks good. Let's talk to our Upnir. There's something up with my Up. That's such a big room. My last will, written down in the year of our Lord, 1888. Oh, that's just that letter. Don't go up there. I want to look at the photo. Okay, then go up there. Sulski family portrait. Our family portrait. I can remember when it was taken. The year was 1884, and Ligia and I were 9 years old at the time. She was clearly tense, and I remember how Mother admonished her not to smile, not to fidget, and to stand straight. Ligia was to take the cue from her. Mother was able to freeze like a statue and sit there barely breathing for a couple of hours. I, on the other hand, posing nonchalantly, was always more unrestrained than my sister. I could get away with more. Behind us, our father, the head of the family. One hand resting patronizingly on the back of a chaise lounge, asserting his ownership, the other holding a grimoire. The black grimoire behind father, a shadow, as if a shape was emerging and forming, indicating another presence. That's Balberith. The family is complete. I didn't even notice that. That is such a cool thing that artists apparently are just able to see these creatures, even if it's just slightly, and they just paint them in the pictures. I love it. Letter. The human heart is worth more than all the riches of the material world. Beautiful. You know, but it's kind of a meme in Poland to joke a little bit about the problem with expressing a good friendly smile, especially in if it's like here, when we were under occupations. Ah, okay, I get it. Is there anything else I missed maybe in the other rooms? I haven't checked. Is anything that glows red? Let's just talk to the Upnir.
How do you find our old stomping ground? Yes, I'm not too fond of this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. If you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares, actually. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The loan shark incident. I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if the shop is still there. Perhaps we should go there and check.
Don't miss my post, please, because I nerded out for it. What post? Do you mean, have you posted something in the Discord, or do you mean this message of yours with, to be fair, glum and gloom seems to be the feel they went for, so the lack of smiles are par for the course? I can definitely agree with that. But was that the message you talked about with being nerding out about it? Or did you post something somewhere else? Nice, I found music. After that? Wait. Ah, YouTube is being mean again. It didn't show me all of the messages. Okay. Now I can see it. I hate that it always goes back to like the top chat and not live chat, and I don't get what messages they like filter out. I can see it now. Sorry. Oh boy, of all the Ars Goetia, Paimon is one of the ones that is particularly unwise to fuck around with, as he is loyal to Lucifer. Though it's stated that the familiars he can offer are some of the best. Oh, Paimon is part of the Ars Goetia! I don't really know that much about the Ars Goetia. I know a little bit about it, thanks to Helluva Boss. But let me just check. That name reminds me of something, and it's not Genshin Impact. Yes! Get it. Yes. I remember. Paimon was the father of Stolas. That's why I remember him. Yeah, isn't he like one of the most, he's one of the most powerful Ars Goetia. I think he is the head, at least in Helluva Boss, he is the head of the Ars Goetia. With like every other one coming below him. Ooh, I want to get this Salutator, holy shit. The Black Grimoire. That's just a fly. Is it Beelzebub? It looks like Beelzebub. Barbarith. Ooh. Look how that thing looks. Yeah, that's a Rupur. That's Barbarith. Okay. Bukavach, that's the one we got. Shurale. Ooh, that one looks cute. Oh, that looks like a wood troll. I love it. Oh, and that's Paimon. Paimon looks kind of interesting. Of the characters that we met, I love this like art style so much. It looks so beautiful. Like these quick oil paintings that look so good. Like it's not oil. What's the word again? Like just watercolor, like aquarelle. Is it that? At least that's what you call it in German. Aquarelle. Ask Lygia about the mysterious SR. Why is there still like? Why does Paimon look like a Tumblr sexy man? Come on, don't do Paimon like that. To be fair, he looks like a mix between. Yeah, he looks like a mix between this like the Weapon Titan, like from Attack on Titan, this completely white Titan that was able to create like big weapons. A Tiefling, angel imagery. And for some reason, Gwendolyn, the son of Gwyn, in Dark Souls 1. Is there anything else on Misty? Where's the area still red? What did we leave behind? Find out more about your father's dying moments. There's something. Collection of books of the occult. The titles include Pseudo Monarchia, Demonium, Lemegeton, and Picatrix. The grimoires of historical occultists brim with paternal inquisitiveness. The worn pages, full of annotations in the margins, bear the mark of frequent reading. His heart beating with excitement, Father explored mysteries of demonology, thus expanding his horizons. Okay, we found something. Heart. My heart. God damn it. Sometimes there's just a message in my OBS popping up and saying like that I lost the connection and that it's reconnecting, and it's just like giving me the biggest scare because it literally means nothing. It just sometimes says that without even disconnecting, and it's just giving me the biggest scare that the stream crashed or something. I fixed the problem with the stream crashing. It should be fine. Paimon and Stolas share a similar relationship in terms of power, but on demons have true blood ties amongst them as the demons with authority over fallen angels. Yeah. That makes total sense, right? A lot of like later demons are like creations of like human souls, if I remember correctly. I think so. Of the people that got to hell, but yeah, the first demons, like most demons, are fallen angels, yes. I still also love stuff, for example, when we talk about Lucifer and stuff, that even in like the original text, he was described as like being beautiful. Like in basically every description it says he was beautiful, he was like one of the kindest and best souls, but then he just fell. His pride took him over. I mean, there could technically also be like a connection between us and actually like characters like Lucifer in this game, if you think about it. That we actually we have the sin of pride in us, which is oftentimes associated with Lucifer. So it could be interesting. But I think that actually is a fairly accurate Paimon depiction. He's a pretty boy. I mean, a lot of angels are pretty boys. Like, even the demons, like I said, the fallen angels are pretty boys. I am not surprised by that at all. Like, that's a thing. I'm more surprised with, like, demons looking ugly, to be totally honest. Did everyone already go? Apparently. Who's calling?
Hello?
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Victor? Victor, are you there?
Grigori? Yes.
Victor, where are you?
On the other end of the line, at home, where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
Oh, Hydro, yeah, I've seen that was Pirate Software. He just went like, okay, I just noticed a message. And he pulls it on the screen and it just says that OBS crashed with like just saying okay at the bottom. And he didn't realize that for like 3 hours. And he just saw it and said, I'm just gonna ignore that as long as the stream is still continuing. I love shit like this. Because, you know, even if the second he clicks on it, it's just gonna be like, over.
How did you know I have a telephone at home?
Something's interrupting you, Victor. I am telecommunicating with you to say I found lodgings here in Warsaw. If you need me, I'm by the cemetery. What number is it? Yes, 7 Povoskoska Street. Number 7 by cemetery. Povoskoska.
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as well. Goodbye. I want to end now. What do I... like this? Wonderful device. Remarkable. Hello? Oh, and now?
And yes, I actually still haven't played Ultra Krill, but know a lot about its story. Like I've seen like some story things about it. It is definitely very interesting. Like the entire lore about the world is super interesting when it comes to Ultra Kill. But I actually did not know this about Lucifer, that in the version of Ultra Kill he was cast down for simply questioning God. That is super interesting. That is like really cool. Do you know the secret of time travel? It requires but one sip of cacao. All of a sudden, Lygia is reading a book in front of the fireplace, and I'm stacking building blocks. My parents are arguing in the smoking room. It's a warm day, and then everything goes to hell. Okay. Okay. Have some liquor? Nice. Liquor is not alcohol. It is more of a tincture, in fact. Yes, a medicine. And since life is the most common fatal disease, well, to our health then. Dude, most angels are horrifying demons. Looking that bad is just par for the course. Ultra Krill is awesome, but ain't really lore friendly. The thing with angels looking gruesome, I think a lot of them, they look unsettling in a lot of ways because they are not meant for like to be understood by a human. Which makes them so cool in a sense, because they can be anything. And I'm so mad that we decided to like not depict angels like they were depicted in like the Bible when it comes to like churches and everything, because imagine if there would be a church with like lore, biblically accurate angels on the walls. It would be so sick. maybe I would even still be a Christian if that would be the case.
Master Victor, let me guess. Have you come for some hot cocoa?
Hell, Ultra Kill is super interesting. The entire thing is just so fun.
Yes, a cup of cocoa would do me good.
Help yourself. The pot is in the salon, along with some of your favorite cookies.
Aww.
It's been an age since we've seen one another. I'm glad you're back. Mistress Lygia is really struggling with everything.
Lygia won't open up to me, but how is she doing?
She's having a rough time, the poor dear. Her heart is heavy, though she doesn't show it, but she's strong. She keeps her chin up and doesn't give in. And it's good she's got you to help now, Master. Only she started smoking like a chimney. She takes after her father, no question about it.
And so, the great Stanisław Szulski is dead, crushed by a building. Can't say I'd wish a death like that on anybody.
An awful death, sheer cruelty. Mr. Szulski didn't deserve it. Now all we can do is think back on what a wonderful man he was.
That won't take long. So, this death, what do you make of it, Grażynka?
I'll tell you in confidence, Master Szulski. Now, I'm a simple woman, but something about your father's death doesn't sit right with me.
How do you mean, Grażynka?
Don't you suspect some impure powers had a hand in it?
Do you mean it could have something to do with Thaumaturge?
That I don't know. Look at us jabbering while there are potatoes not peeled. Forgive me, Master.
Oh man.
Another time, Grażynka. I'll get out of your way.
Always ample work, but I can always snatch a moment for a chit-chat with you, Master.
I really like the writing. The characters feel very alive. I like that. Let's see. Everything costs 2 points now. Yeah, I can't really get anything left. Makes sense though. I mean, look at how far I'm already in the skill tree. If I would just be able to like get everything with one point, I would be at the end of that in like an hour. I just hate that there's like a big red 1 over here now, because oh my god, that triggers my I have to click it away response. Ah.
Have you found anything yet about the grimoire? Is there any way I can help?
I mean, that's, to be fair, High Dwarf, that is like one of the coolest reasons in general with, like, that's one of the coolest things in the Bible. That they are, that is like, seriously, that is fucking, that's Lovecraftian shit. To be fair, biblically accurate angels don't make for the most inviting and kind sights that a chapel requires for its community-oriented environment. They scare the children. To be fair, I've seen far worse things that they showed to children back in the day than the big eye creature with thousands of wings. I get why they did it. I get why they did it. I'm just saying.
What's next for you? You're in charge here now. Have you got some kind of grand scheme?
A grand scheme? Oh, for now, I'm just trying to keep my head above water. Certain customers are unconvinced that a woman can handle running a business. What's worse, a woman without powers. You know what I mean. A Thaumaturge at my side would shut them all up. After all, it's your heritage too.
Do we want to stay on her side or not? I think we're biblically accurate angels and cuties, that is true.
I don't know anything about running a company, but if I can help in any way, you can count on me.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. I trust the smoke doesn't bother you.
You used to detest the smell of tobacco. You'd hold your breath going into Father's study.
That's true, but when I'd stay here, alone with Papa and somehow...
Yeah, the game is still
over
the
years I
Thaumaturge,
got
yes,
used
I
to
just...
it. I don't know when I started copying him even.
I really think we're gonna beat
Daddy's
the entire
gone.
thing on stream, yeah.
You were always closer to him.
That's not true. I was just less rebellious than you, his Thaumaturge son. Now come on, what else is on your mind?
The trousers are an original style. Until now, I'd only seen women in trousers in the East.
First of all, they're practical. It's the 20th century. It's high time we started dressing comfortably.
She is so right.
You've always been brave, never afraid of anything or anybody. Like when Mother almost had a fit because you dunked my best tie in hot cocoa.
I didn't care that she was angry. I wanted to get you back for not wanting to play with me.
Because you were being too annoying.
You meant to say brave. By the way, Grażyna still makes cocoa every evening. You can conjure up the flavor of childhood if you want. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
It's present day. Maybe if I would see, I mean, if I would see as a kid, a person with big wings on someone's back, and see how they are flying on them, I would assume that it's come to kill us. You know, apocalypse and shit. Yeah, probably. I mean, going by the Bible. Don't know what your childhood was like, but for me, the most traumatizing for me was when I was introduced to Live League and a couple videos that shall not be named. I mean, I think that was for a lot of people. Personally, I still cannot believe some of the stories that we were told in like church classes. I don't know how it's for you, but we had mandatory church classes in school, and some of the stories that we were told there from the Bible was just like, I'm 6. I don't need to hear about children being killed by their parents or something.
In Father's study, I found a trace of a woman that I couldn't identify.
Probably Svetlana Rumyantseva.
Who is she? And what does Father have to do with her?
Svetlana is a Russian aristocrat who travels with the Romanovs' court. I can only tell you she was a customer of Father's.
A customer? If you don't want to say, then don't. Where can I find her?
When she's in town, she stays at the Imperial Hotel.
She might know something that will help me find the grimoire.
Not so fast. To get in, you're going to need me and my connections. Svetlana is famous for her soirees where she hosts the creme de la creme of Warsaw. We could go together. How about you track down some evening clothes and I'll sort out the invitation. And I won't take no for an answer.
Sadly, you never give me a chance. Unfortunately, everything in my wardrobe is antediluvian. I need a tailor.
There's a shop at 11 Pruzhna Street that's fairly decent and quick. We also have barbers in Warsaw in case you want to do something about whatever you have growing on your head and face.
Oh shit, we can actually change our hairs as well? Yeah, let's just go to the barber then. Well, let's first go to the... I want to go to the garden. I want to see how the garden looks. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the spice. Mmm. Oh, that's beautiful. Swell crib, what?
Are you lost?
Fuck.
I'll try to be a hero, and it'll be alright.
You're outnumbered.
Quantity doesn't always translate to quality.
Call the rest. We got one with a death wish.
The whistling is so bad. I may look like I'm alone, but I do have stands on my side. With the power of God and anime. Okay, let's kill this guy first. Look at the fucking punch in the face! Ow. Let me just go. Can I go back with my move? Apparently not. Let me just go to this guy now and put Doom on him. Thaumaturge is a magic associated with saints and miracles. An odd choice for the name of an occult magical discipline, though. I suppose demonic demology has no proper predecessor field. I mean, Thaumaturge has a lot of meanings in a lot of I think. For example, the Black Mage starts out as a class called Thaumaturge in Final Fantasy XIV. I was watching that Legion film from 2010, and I was 10-year-old, so I was kinda messing with my brain to see some old grandma to start walking like a spider on walls and spin her head like an owl. Actually, I've never seen that film. What I was kinda terrified about was watching... I walked into my parents watching The Ring when I was like, I don't know, 4, 5. That was kinda not nice. Okay, I think it's time for quick attack. Bow. And punch ahead. Oh, look at him. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's the shit I like to see. Yes. Oh, I love it. Oh, look at those Goonies. Ever heard of something called a top? Okay, I'm gonna cutthroat. Trade reduces impact on owner's focus by 1. Ooh. I'm gonna go with this one then first. Maybe just, yeah, use your hold skill on this guy so that I can just go over here and do this. Yeah, like seriously, why is the whistling so bad? It doesn't make any sense for Slavic people, in my opinion. Let's reduce the focus by 1. Why didn't it reduce the focus? Oh, reduces impact on owner's focus by 1. Shit, that is bad. Yeah, this is really bad, actually. Okay, then I'm just gonna use this and Doom. Bam! Shit, it didn't. Oh god, I'm gonna get cut up real bad this fight. Purgatory is a scam because when we went there, I was only there for 30 minutes. What? Yeah, let's do this again. Get punched! And get munched. Oh, he didn't get munched yet. Okay, then I'm just gonna punch him. I want to see the special move of my creature. Yes. Oh, there! God, this guy's slicing me up pretty good. Let's go back to this guy. Use this. I use this. Nice, he's disabled now, so I can just... I'm gonna use... I don't want to, I just want to use him, yes. Go. Bite.
Get off my lawn.
Victor? I heard a noise. Are you alright?
I'm fine. We've had a few unwelcome visitors.
Burglars? What's wrong with this town? I'll call Uncle.
There's no rush. I don't think they'll try to rob anyone anytime soon.
Ha! Okay, that's kind of funny. I mean, considering you're here to comment on that, you're gonna get more time there at some point in the future. What exactly do you mean? Also, hello there, always catch streams like at least 1 hour into them. I think that's normal with live streams, isn't it? But sorry, what, Wilfred, what did you mean by saying that I'm gonna get more time at some point in the future? For what exactly? Okay, dude, you just implied that you fucking died. Also, there's no scam to Purgatory if it was underwhelming. That was the point. I mean, yeah, to be totally honest. I mean, Purgatory isn't really supposed to be anything all that special, isn't it? I mean, just going by the Purgatorio depiction of Dante. It basically just is a place to get over your, like, minor sins. Oh, commenting on the Purgatory thing. Okay, that also makes sense. Sorry, I was just confused. I thought you were talking about me and I was just sitting there like, what did I say? Isn't it kind of late to go to a barber? Let's see about that then. Here's for Taylor. Place of respite. Where's the locked? Locked. Okay, let's just look at these things. Ooh. I'm just gonna look around for a bit to maybe find stuff that could be useful. Maybe we're already here, let's just go to the tailor. It's never too late to get a fresh cut, that is true. That is totally true.
Excuse me. Damn it. I forgot to turn the key. Sorry, what?
You tell me. What is it?
He doesn't really seem to be pleased about me being here.
I need some evening wear. Quick.
Good proportions.
Thank you.
Alterations won't take long. Your name and address, sir?
Viktor Shulsky, 9 Green Square.
I'll send a messenger when I'm done. And Mr. Shulsky, if you'll allow me a moment of candor, as it often seems no one dares to address you with it.
Sorry, what?
Go and find yourself a barber in Pavonsky. You look like a troglodyte. Now, I'd like to go to my business.
I won't bother you.
All right.
I like how he looks. He has the same beard I have. Do I look like a troglodyte? I mean, my beard is very fuzzy and yeah, but do I look like a troglodyte? Say it in my face. I feel personally insulted by this game. Find yourself a beard, you look like a troglodyte. What even is a troglodyte? I feel I was insulted. I was salted as one a long time ago on Twitter, if I recall correctly. It was it was just, I don't know, it was about some video game or something, and somebody just called me a troglodyte for not having the same opinion as some typical Twitter things, you know. Do you want an answer? Yes, I want an answer. Do I look bad? Look at my hair. I'm trying to do things with my hair. I'm drawing it out currently. I can finally just bind them together. I think I look okay. Yeah, I know I need to fix my beard a little bit more, but come on. It doesn't look that bad. It could be the problem for, I mean, during that time, it probably wasn't that, like, accustomed for men to have long hair, so I get that, yeah. But I think I have the same length of hair. I mean, if I would open my hair right now, I would probably look very similar to him, to be totally honest. What's this? A ticket. Second screen. Oh, that's a second ticket. Nice. Another picture to look at. Ooh. I like this effect. Okay, let's see what's place of respite. There's a point of interest still. I can't go any other of these places. I'm just gonna look at the points of interest before I leave the area to find a barbier. I hope I can choose different hairstyles and stuff. I think that would be cool. If the game would actually allow me to, like, pick instead of just giving me one fixed one. This area looks really run down. Like, it looks more run down than I would have imagined for how our home looked. It's not fashionable enough for that time. I mean, I get it, yeah. I can totally see that part. Advertisement poster? No, I don't need to read an ad now. I'm not gonna do an ad read without getting paid for that. What's this? I feel a ratio of liquid joy to throat-pinching euphoria growing with each passing moment. I love these drawings so much. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is the shit I did in school back in the day. Just sketching shit. I also love that it's like not completely white paper, meaning he just did use white chalk or like just a white pencil. It looks beautiful. I haven't seen many, but it does look like your character has what one would call a depression beard. To be totally fair, he was thrown out of his home when he was pretty young and just like was wandering around the area, so I get why it looks like this. It was just like traveling a bunch. This is how you look after traveling a lot. Oh, the barber's like here. It's already here, nice. Hello, beautiful guy.
Come in.
I mean, the time period would be fitting, wouldn't it?
Please set my hair to rights.
Yes, sir.
I can't choose the hairstyle. Okay, we have a classic disarray. This is one we have currently. Vistula Flare. No, I don't like that. Proper Warsaw lad. Oh my god, I look like the guy from Vampire now. Fancy combo over. Gravedigger's Dream. Graveyard's Chick. I think I like this one. Oh, this one? I wish I could like look in another direction. Hello, crying dog. Nice to see you here. Let's look. Can I see how he looks without a beard? No, I can't. Oh, Abraham Lincoln style, I can see. I like the full beard the most, and I'm totally not biased for that. I'm totally not biased for preferring a full-grown beard. I don't like how this looks. I wish I could like make the beard a little bit shorter. I mean, the original look looks the best of all of these in my opinion, but I like this haircut as well. It looks like more clean. Imagine you keep your default hair and beard and people stop commenting on it. What am I doing? I am playing the Thaumaturge.
I'm sorry. I don't usually talk to clients. Do you like it?
Yeah.
I can't help noticing that you're the most tight-lipped barber I've been to. And even you admit that you rarely talk to clients. Why is that?
When I prepared them for their final journey, it's hard to ask for their opinion.
So you style the deceased too?
Mostly. They still need to look good. After all, you only get a funeral once in your lifetime. So, what do you think? Do you like it?
He's so cute, what the hell? Why is this guy so cute?
Yes, you're talented.
Years of practice. My clients are always satisfied.
When they can talk to you. Gotta head out, bought the game for myself. Don't want to get spoilers. Have fun, mate. That was quick. I mean, it looks good, right? It looks really good. It is really good. You gotta enjoy it. Have a fun time, man. Let's see, what did I get here? Bond of Speed. Researcher's next action will be 1 round fast. Ooh. Increase inflicted damage by 75%. Receives damage at the end of every round. Oh, that's good. Interrupts the enemy's planned actions if the enemy is in the suffering state. Love the content. Oh, thank you so much, man. This game is gonna get featured in the next Necromancer video. So I hope. I'm gonna try to like obviously not spoil anything, especially in a kind of game that is so focused on the story. But I hope you enjoy it as well. Hope to see you next time when I play something different. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go to here to get the ability to make them faster and also give the Suffer like 75% more damage. That sounds pretty good. I do look a lot nicer now. Even though, especially with the fog, it looks kind of like I'm playing Silent Hill. My customers are always satisfied. No one has come back with a complaint yet. I can imagine he probably was talking about like the customers that bring him the dead people to groom. I think that would make more sense. Hello, good sir. Bring me back to my house. Never forget, always, I'm just always glancing to the right screen to check if the game crashed again. Saying no one left with a complaint would have been more ominous. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the guy was for some reason, this guy was super cute with the way he acted. That was kind of funny. I have to, oh, a present. That was quick.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I see you went to a barber. That's something at least.
Recently I met a bearded guy who's not especially fussy about his appearance. And yes, people welcome him everywhere with open arms anyway.
Maybe he's a natural charmer. I've heard that can get you into the Imperial even without a tailcoat.
Very funny.
Are you getting dressed so we can go, or have you changed your plans?
Yes, let's go and see if I do fit in.
In that case, I'll go get changed too.
Oh ho! Don't we look fancy now?
Look at you. And here I worried I was the only one who looked good in trousers. Very chic choice.
She look better than she does. You can be such an asshole and then give you proud points. I love it.
Thank you. You look fantastic.
Thank you. You think Papa would be mad that we're going to a party right after his funeral?
I hope so.
Victor.
He could have kept from losing the Black Grimoire. Are we ready?
Yes, the carriage is waiting.
A bowl cut option would be interesting. I mean, was it a thing back in that day? I'm not sure if that was a thing, to be totally honest.
Welcome to the Imperial Hotel. How may I help you?
Ligia Szulska, here on the invitation of Svetlana Rumiantseva.
Yes, we are expecting you, of course. The soiree is taking place in apartment 237, second floor. I wish you a thrilling and successful evening.
I'm impressed. How did you sort that out?
Our name still means something. Let's do our best to keep it that way, all right?
Uh-oh, this effect again. I hope the game isn't crashing this time. Oh god, there's a snake in here?
Who are you, my golden slithering friend?
Victor? Victor? Victor! Can you hear me?
Yes. Of course.
These people are just waiting for us to put a foot wrong, understand? We're walking into the Viper's Den, brother.
Oh, literally. Oh, literally.
Everything's all right. I just got a little lost in thought. I'll be good, I promise. I'm going to hang around here a little longer. I'll meet you upstairs.
Huh. See you there.
Ha. Okay, looks like we can find another meeting over here. The Viper's Nest. Yeah, sounds about right. Let's just look around for a bit. If only she knew the half of it! A procession of slender legs, a review of colorful feathers, and sweet voices. Unlike vaudeville dancers, these beauties make their lovers part with their fortunes unwittingly. God, I hope it's not a Lamia. It's so gonna be a Lamia. The thing is, if anything, it's gonna be a zombie Lamia. Let's just look at the menu for a second. It's either gonna be this one or this one. I'm just guessing it's gonna be the latter one, like the word one, and not the mind one. But we're gonna see. Let's just talk to the people a bit.
Well, well, someone new.
Good evening.
Good evening, Viktor Shulski.
Irina Orlova of those Orlovs. This is Natalia Obolenskaya, and this strangely quiet soul is our delightful Sofia Skawan.
Irina is exaggerating. Nice to meet you, Mr. Shulski.
The Governor General's daughter herself. How do you do?
What can you tell us?
I can't talk about this. Let's go having fun.
How are you enjoying yourselves?
We can't complain. Seeing as we're debutantes, we're getting a lot of attention.
Really?
Maybe you'll tell us something about yourself.
Tell them about yourself.
I suspect you want to hear more about the book.
We've never met a Thaumaturgist before. To tell the truth, I didn't believe they existed.
A Thaumaturge. Don't worry. But now you do.
Well, it depends on what kind of trick you show us, Mr. Shulski.
I mean, I can't show them anything yet. Yeah, I have to keep searching.
I need to slip away for a moment.
Oh no, what a shame.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's gonna be like a mix between a human and a snake, but in a less like Lamia sense, if that makes sense what I mean. Like with like arms, but still snake-like.
For? These soirees are for old people.
Good evening. May I?
Please, we're not discussing anything consequential.
You keep on worrying about yourselves. I intend to make the most of this evening.
See, I told you he was in love. Miss Skawan is out of your league, my friend.
To say nothing of her father.
Old Skawan and I are practically on first-name terms now. You'll see.
I'm sure.
So, one eye-catching girl has already got an admirer. What does that leave us, Maxime?
Not much. The dull, the silly, or, well, the old.
En parlant de Ligia Shulska, she just passed this way.
Pigs will fly before someone fancies her.
She'd actually prefer Sofia Skawan, according to what I've heard. Well, what do you think?
Segu wants to impress his companions. He hopes they'll see him as a worthy candidate for Governor General Scallion's daughter. Yeah, introduce myself.
My name is Viktor Shulski.
Well, there we have it.
I can't lie, a long beard is such a statement. You won't be able to save it because your pride is too low. What? Okay.
And I don't like what I just heard. Especially about my sister.
And, what are you going to do about it?
Oh, I'm not proud enough to beat the shit out of him. Okay, good to know.
Pardon me, gentlemen. I promised that I would be well behaved tonight.
Lunatic.
Also, I haven't seen much of your gameplay stream, but do you have any precedent in thinking it's gonna be another monster you get and no potentially another Thaumaturge pet? What? I am pretty sure it's gonna be one monster. The way the game like set itself up is that we started out with one. We started out with one monster, our lovely Upir, and the first one we encountered was the Bukavach, and we instantly caught him, like literally Pokemon style. We just captured him, and he now is fighting for us. And I can imagine it's gonna be similar with everything, because the Thaumaturges basically are there to like kill these curses and get rid of them. And it's very rare for one to be able to catch more than one to fight for you, and we managed to have 2 now. And just looking at the menu, there are 8 in overall, so I can imagine we're gonna get all of them. Let's see, is there anything I can look at? I can maybe now I can talk with them.
Isn't that our Mr. Shulsky?
Okay, I don't have anything
I
left.
need to slip away for a moment.
Oh.
This one really seems to like me. Let's see if I can find something else to look at. Yep. The golden cage. Literally gonna catch them all. I'm not gonna leave before I don't have all of them. Doesn't seem that anything else is left downstairs. I'm just gonna talk to them once more to check if I can do anything now.
Isn't that our Mr.
Yes, I can.
I've heard a certain secret. Do you want to hear it?
Come now, we won't tell anyone.
Tease them a little first. Oh yes, yes, let's do that.
Or maybe I shouldn't.
Do you like being a tease?
Forgive me, ladies, for teasing you like this. Here's the secret.
Come on, we're dying to know.
Someone was recently playing with a lock on one of the gilded cages, wondering what would happen if all the birds escaped captivity. And I know for certain it was one of you.
Sophia, that sounds like you. Admit it.
And now what will happen to us, Mr. Shulsky?
Suggest a trade for another secret. Tell them that the secret is safe. Huh. But what would we trade for? I want to do that. I want to see what happens.
In exchange for my discretion, I need another secret of yours. That's the only way to keep everyone in check.
What should I choose?
Our fathers don't know we're here. There you are.
How naughty. None of your fathers know?
None. Especially not Sophia's. Otherwise he wouldn't have let her come.
Aww.
I'm very satisfied with this trade.
And what now?
Did we say something different now?
How are you enjoying yourselves?
We can't complain. Seeing as we're debutantes, we're
Really? And what now?
I can't do anything with them anymore. Sad.
I need to slip away for a moment.
We should go as well. We've really forgotten ourselves around you.
That's nice to hear, but I understand. The soiree won't wait.
I hear Rumyanseva has invited a real medium.
Will there be ghosts? That I'd like to see.
That was funny. Can I say something different to this guy now because I was so brave? Maybe I can punch him now. It will be funny.
Looking for again, lunatic?
Ah, shit! I should have been more proud
Pardon
before.
me, gentlemen.
Lunatic.
Guys, call me a lunatic like it matters. Bitch, I can see ghosts. I already know that. To be honest, yeah, it would be funny if people would, if at some point people just got around to saying, "Oh, it's the snapping guy that snaps a lot while walking." To be honest, that is a cool trait. That reminds me of something like in a horror movie when you get chased by the killer and they just go, just like checking the area, like echolocating you by snapping. Oh, it's this guy again.
Mr. Shulsky?
I didn't expect to see you here, of all places.
You don't know how very flattering that is. And what brings you to the Imperial?
The cream of Warsaw society is here.
They
so
call
I
him
thought it
the
would be worth
Snapper.
showing my face.
With a name like yours, I'm sure you fit right in. After all, someone must have invited you.
Jazz hands. That's a nice one.
I'm not worthy. My sister brought me along out of pity, I think.
And so, Miss Ligia is here too.
Why do you ask?
No reason. What are you hoping for this evening?
Who knows? Maybe I'm keeping an eye out for the future Mrs. Shulska.
Best of luck.
Oh, sorry, BJ.
You'll need it, since Ligia ended up with the entire inheritance.
Ask how he knows about that. Say none all of it. What does that mean with say none all of it? Just like say you don't care? About BJ's message. My knowledge of demons is not impressive, so I'm unsure what it could be. But I do know that there are too many snake demons, i.e. enough goddamn snake demons. Like, the thing is, yeah, most creatures in this game are based on, like, folklore creatures. For example, Upir is an actual, like, as far as I understood, Slavic ghost. Do I? I'm interested.
My sister didn't inherit everything.
That's right, in fact. After all, Stanisław had his little black magic book. But I don't see you carrying it.
Two is more than I can carry. I left it at home.
Understandable.
I don't trust this guy enough to be honest.
If I may, there's one question niggling at me. How did you get so many scars?
Why do you ask?
I've heard that Russian officers in training have drunken duels with sabers after hours.
No. A very peculiar custom, if that's true.
So where did those scars come from?
I've led an interesting life.
I come in and the first thing I notice is my lips aren't synced. Don't be too harsh. It was made by a pretty small team.
And what are you doing here, Mr. Konieczkin?
I'm passing the time.
Ah, curious hobby.
I'm simply interested in people.
And to be honest, it was probably also completely like synced to the Slavic dub.
Do you know these circles well?
They're not hard to figure out. A gang of none-too-bright layabouts, chasing amusement after amusement after amusement.
Do you feel part of that gang?
I'm not one of them. And neither are you.
Imagine Necromancer alligator snapping turtle. That sounds horrifying.
Who did you say you were to my father?
A trusted acquaintance. I supported him with good advice. Though truth be told, he rarely needed it. Your father had a gift for making good decisions.
Which of my father's decisions would those be?
Ones that were good for your family. Perhaps we'll have the chance to return to this another time. Goodbye, Mr. Shulsky.
Yes, I'm sure.
Interesting. I hear the music, by the way. Oh, I love this. I love the violin. I think that's a violin. Probably not. It's the... I don't know the English name. It's like the big violin things that you put on the ground. It sounds so beautiful. The music is just generally amazing in this game.
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
New music. Isn't that... I just want to talk to different people. There's a sister? Yeah, that's a sister. I don't want to talk to our sister instantly. I want to like talk to different people first. A cello, yes. A violoncello.
Good evening.
The energy can't be disrupted.
I saw one of your posters. You look different in it.
Really? The illustration doesn't reflect reality?
How should I take that? No one warned me that I should get in costume for the party.
I beg your pardon.
I'm just noting that you stand out among these boring guests.
Impudent.
Just a bit uncouth, I'd say. Whose soul are you summoning tonight, dear madame?
I only know which one I'd prefer to banish. Shoot.
Maybe my dead father's. If you manage that, it would spare me a lot of trouble.
Now we'll never know.
Do you know the hostess well?
Will you leave me alone if I say I don't?
No.
Svetlana Petrovna invited me, and I am doing my best to meet her expectations. Let's keep out of one another's way.
Yeah, she really seems like
disrupting the energy here until I return.
Yeah, she seems like she has something going on.
Maybe that's enough. What do you want?
Oh shit. Here's a chicken.
The trick with entering someone's head. I know one person who can do that.
You're not much of a thaumaturge if you can't. You come here to torment me, unmask me.
I don't see any fun in unmasking you.
So what do you want?
Your siren is quite impressive.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
Madame, you're being impolite. What about a little competition? We'll see who wins.
I'll pass.
Samira Senator. Samira Senator looks impressive, to say the least. It's Sirin. It matches her mysterious aura. Behind the mysterious guise of Madame Samira is a Thaumaturge accompanied by Sirin, as intrigued as herself. The role of a psychic allows Samira to freely frequent social gatherings that also lure the senators she's chasing. Ah, so she's here to find the snake. Hello Max, nice to see you in the evening.
I think your idea of pretending to be a medium is fantastic.
It sounds like I impress you.
How many people know?
Is that a threat?
I noticed a wild saluter here. I understand your being here has something to do with him in particular.
Keep your nose out of this.
Why?
Because I'm warning you.
What do you know about this saluter? Do you know its name?
Don't you?
A name doesn't tell us much anyway. All that matters is picking out the person in this crowd with the flaw.
I know perfectly well who carries the flaw. Another reason for you to stay out of it.
The person with the flaw attended the seance, right? So I'm on the right track.
Have you finished?
So should we finish up?
That would be best. And listen to me carefully, Mr. Whatever your name is.
Shulsky, but you can call me Victor.
Now, Mr. Shulsky, you will vanish like a bad dream, and I will get back to work.
That is interesting. Okay, nice to see other Thaumaturges having the same idea that we had. What happens when I snap in an area again? Hello, girl. No and no. Sounds about right. Champagne glasses, okay. Let's just check the other side before we talk to our sister. What's this? Oh, the bath. Nothing in here. We can actually check what type of ghost that wasn't? Can we? We should be able to go in our inventory and check on it. Yes. A Syrian. Syrians arrived in Rust together with Persian merchants. According to Slavic beliefs, they sing sacred songs and bring luck, but people can be led astray by these songs. They are seductively beautiful and extremely dangerous. The flaws they are interested in are those related to great sadness, the desire to forget, forbearance, charity, and forgiveness. Siren I saw belongs to Samira. This one I cannot have, no matter how badly I'd want to. Would the other Thaumaturge notice the dust you're propagating? Probably. It's like my energy, so I care. I mean, she basically like talked to me about it because it snapped in an area. The interesting things now are gonna be we are probably gonna get a similar demon as well. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, if ours gonna look different if we get one. Discreet half words, meaningful half smiles, and sidelong glances from behind a fan. Merely appearances. The truth is that I found myself in a den of snakes. People must tread carefully here. Oh, look at this! I love this so much. What? Who is she?
And the general says to him, "Tell us something funny." Then Bautsky replies, "General, why don't you shoot a cannon first?"
That's a good one. I'll have to tell it tomorrow at the Orwoffs.
Who might this be joining our conversation?
You know, sir, your face looks familiar to me.
My name is Viktor Szulski.
Ah, yes, I can see something in your eyes. I was sorry to hear about your father.
I'll see you next time, darling. Wonderful party.
And we instantly... Aww. Instantly, like...
I think I've offended the creme de la creme of Warsaw.
This is hardly the creme de la creme. How do you find my soirée?
I admit I'm getting reacquainted with the social scene.
You spent a long time traveling, didn't you?
15 years. Over that time, I got used to harsher surroundings.
Believe me, drawing rooms can be just as dangerous as untamed steppes. You've met Anastasia and Marina. What about the others?
How is it, being part of the Tsar's court?
It is a blessing and a curse. Forgive me if I do not elaborate.
I mean, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these monsters are like from different folklore. I mean, they said it's from like Persian. If I remember correctly, it's like a Persian creature that came to the Slavic lands.
I've already met several distinguished guests. Madame Samira definitely stands out.
She is exceptional, isn't she? Her presence is the crowning glory of the evening. Has anyone else caught your eye?
Ivan Konieczkin, for instance. Apparently, he knew my father.
How remarkable. I wasn't aware. Konieczkin is something of a secretive person. And have you yet had occasion to meet the debutants of the season?
I'll be sure to seek them out.
This evening, Sofia Skowen herself is to grace us with her presence.
Well, well.
I suggest you move quickly. The competition is fierce.
The crux of the matter is that I'm here because of my father. You knew him.
That doesn't sound like a question. Of course, I was his customer. I truly am sorry for you. Both of you. The death of someone close is always a dreadful blow. Please accept my condolences.
Slavic culture and religion is generally difficult, especially when it comes to its origins. I mean, it's a pretty big hodgepodge over there, isn't it? We've got a lot of different groups of people.
Svetlana Petrovna, I must insist. Can you tell me something more about my father?
Mr. Shulsky, I assure you we have the most delectable vodka. Besides
There's
that,
a fair point, Max.
I warmly encourage you to join Madame Samira's séance. It will be an unforgettable experience. I wonder, is that truly everything our soirée can offer you?
I've got no choice but to suffer through tonight.
No need to mince words.
Subtle suggestions. Svetlana refuses to talk openly with me. Maybe she is anxious about all the gossip-hungry ears around us. Still, I can feel she wants to tell me something. I should watch her surroundings closely. Maybe I can learn something that way. Then I'm gonna try to follow her thoughts.
I felt something. Where is it?
Tiled stove. String of pearls. One could buy a small town with it. Holy shit. All of Svetlana's fears. No wonder Svetlana was reluctant to talk if she's afraid of someone watching her closely. Especially if that someone knows a lot about her. Maybe even her pent-up desire to escape. Besides, she had an affair with my father. Maybe I can make her confide in me. Then I'll ask her about what I came here for, the Black Grimoire. Found Svetlana in her apartment. Where did she go? I still have to find the person with a flaw as well. Interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna talk to my sister first.
Here you are.
Gentlemen, meet my brother.
Viktor Shulsky.
The last Shulsky to wear trousers. You don't know that. Miss Ligia could yet produce an heir to the fortune.
Maybe even with me, if she doesn't tell my wife.
But let's talk like men. You intend to take over your father's company, correct?
Mention Puchalski's wife? They respect your father's will. Sincerely admit that Ligia knows what she's doing. Let's just mention the Puchalski's wife.
First, I suggest you mind your own business. Your marriage, for instance. Perhaps Louisa isn't the ninny you take her for.
I beg your pardon?
Hasn't it occurred to you that when you leave her at home, she might also take advantage of her solitude?
What are you suggesting?
You've got a cuckold's horns. Was I being too subtle?
I suppose it's true what they say about you.
Yes? What's that?
You've lost your mind.
Did we just literally call him a cuck? Did we literally just call him a fucking cuck? Oh my god.
Thank you. I've worked long and hard at that.
Good luck with your business, miss.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Have I crossed the line?
Nonsense. Any progress with Svetlana?
Oh, I love this shit. This is the reason why I love playing games like this. This is so great. Just going around there. I found the clues, I got them together, I got the story straight, and I caught a piece of shit a cuckold. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is so gonna go into the fucking review, guys. This is so gonna... this is like the last sentence. This game is going in S tier. Why, you ask? Because I can call an old guy a cuck. Yeah, I've crossed the line a long time ago. Since they were so preoccupied with heirs, they deserve that. Like, seriously, like, my god. Like, I saw the option just going, like, I respect my father's wishes, so let's just literally go, like, instead of that, just going, like, yeah, I believe in my sister. But to be honest, getting the option, thanks to me, like, actually finding out what I had to do, just going... Talking about you wanting to fuck my sister. Ever thought about what your wife is doing while you're gone? That's so great. Oh, that was beautiful.
I've taken a long, deep look at Samira. She's no medium. Samira is a thaumaturge on the hunt.
On the hunt?
Madame has spotted a salutar that's attached to one of the guests.
What kind of salutar?
Remember those fairy tales Mother used to read us? And the legend of the golden snake?
Yes, Veles.
Yes, I'm glad.
Are you also hunting for him?
I admit I like to have.
I now get why they don't smile a lot. Oh, Victor doesn't look nice when he's smiling.
I haven't made up my mind.
Be careful.
I am. That's why I haven't made up my mind.
Ask about Sophia. Mention that you met Konechkin. Ask if she's having fun. Yeah, let's do this
You
first.
enjoying yourself in this Viper's den?
The vodka is quite tolerable. I'm observing my own brother taking out his anger on ordinary mortals.
I don't know what you're talking about. Guess who I ran into again? All mysterious and carved up.
Ivan Konechkin?
What do you know about him?
Not much. He was an acquaintance of Papa's. Well, in theory, it's thanks to him that we're here.
What? Ligia?
I know that nothing comes for free, but he really didn't want anything.
Yeah, he looks like a real altruist. Unfortunately, Svetlana doesn't want to breathe a word of it.
I'm sure she doesn't trust you. In company like this, that speaks well of her.
Why the cold shoulder, Ligia?
I've never liked her. Her manner gets under my skin. I've heard she's a dreadful schemer.
Did you know that Papa had an affair with the host of this party?
Are you sure?
Absolutely. As sure as the Thaumaturge can be. I felt what he felt when, well, you know.
Oh, stop! That's disgusting. Quickly, change the subject.
The bane of feeling what the people felt.
Sofia Skawan, the Governor General's daughter. Do you know her?
No, and I don't suggest you make her acquaintance either. Skawon can't stand thaumaturges.
Warning, Governor General Scallon is not very fond of thaumaturges. Why am I not surprised? Another person who sees an obscure threat in us.
I'm going.
This was an amazing conversation right now. God damn it, I enjoyed that. If there's one thing I did not expect... Oh, Veles. Yeah, it is a Lamia. If there's one thing I did not expect in this game, it's being able to call a guy a cuck. That is the last thing I expected. Okay, we're gonna get this one now. Ah, the return of a Y-boner. Okay, we still have to find the person with a flaw. Okay, does it mean trauma is weaponizable against other thaumaturges? Probably. Like, I seriously wouldn't be surprised. Let's find Svidlat in an apartment. Let's do this maybe first. To get some clues about where I even have to go. That's over here in the balcony. Well, there she is. This really is a beautiful game.
For you.
Do you smoke, Mr. Shulsky?
I've quit.
In light of our approaching conversation, why don't we dispense with the pleasantries? Call me Svetlana.
Victor.
Ask.
Tell about the chart note, mention her affair with your father, mention the travel chest.
The burned note. Who sent it? I only sensed underhanded kindness.
Da, the Ochrana. I don't know which one of them exactly, if that's what you're asking. I've worked hard at it.
The Ochrana?
It stands for Отделение по охранению общественной безопасности и порядка. In other words, the secret police.
I know what they are. I'd like to know what they want.
How many takes do you think that took?
The Tsar's eyes and ears must be on guard. They infiltrate not only the city, but most importantly, the court. And me and my soirees too, I'm sure.
When did you receive this note?
A few weeks ago, back before your father.
I see. You two had an affair.
Two grown-up, lonely people found momentary comfort in each other's arms. But romance wasn't behind that relationship. It was just that we were both looking in the same direction.
There was some very confident Russian. Yeah, I mean, the voice actress sounds like she is Russian. I mean, it could be a very good accent. But after that sentence...
I didn't have the chance to get to know him as a person, much less one who'd show such emotion.
You mean love? That?
Was it love?
I miss him. That's all.
What do you mean by looking in the same direction? That large travel chest. You changed your mind
about whether or not to pack. Right then I wanted to escape badly, but that would have had its own consequences. In this game of false appearances, I'm the best.
I still don't know how this lovely note ended up in your hands. But in addition, I found a lovely strings of pearls, and on it, your feelings of guilt.
Your power is terrifying. Do you know that?
Oh yeah. I can't imagine that somebody just being able to feel your past emotions is probably pretty scary.
Your feelings of guilt. Do they have something to do with the Romanov court?
With the whole empire. Ruski mir im podawaj. We, the establishment, perceive the need for change. We want reform. The Colossus is already teetering, but if it falls... La guillotine, mon chéri. But I want to live, Victor. Ideally, closer to the west.
Tsarina Alexandra gave you those pearls. You two are close.
I am her confidant. I could call her my friend. I see how much she devotes to her family and the nation.
That wasn't Russian.
Yet,
If it was
something
kind
has
of
changed.
broad for pronunciation. Oh. I don't really know these kinds of languages, sorry. Imagine if that looking for direction question was directed at what he left. Or what he felt. Oh god, no.
Where was my father in all this?
Willingly or otherwise, he was part of the establishment that wanted change and could see revolution before it arrived.
The Ochrana knew about you, hence the note.
They must have noticed something. Isn't it time you told me why you really came to my soirée?
Do you think the Ochrana killed my father?
Your father was crushed by a building. I don't think that's how the Ochrana works.
Perhaps you're right. What do you intend to do now?
Nothing. The soirées will continue. Society has come to expect it. Everything will stay the same. I myself shall manage.
I hoped you might know something about the Black Grimoire. My father left it to me in his will, but the grimoire has gone missing.
No. And the collapsed building? Have you been there?
There's nothing there.
My dear boy, I know nothing about Stanisław's book. I'm sorry, but I can't help you there. But I will not let you leave empty-handed. I strongly believe that there's one place you ought to visit. What you find there belongs to you.
Thank you.
No, thank you for listening.
It's very helpful to have a chat full of so different cultural people. It's very helpful to play while playing a game like this, to have someone in the chat who can actually like speak and understand the lore and language. That's kind of cool. Oh, I feel something again.
Veles. Don't run away.
Splendid ladies, distinguished gentlemen, the hour is at hand. With lights dimmed and the curtains drawn, the souls of the dead slowly gather among us. On their command, I will give the chosen among you a tarot card as your invitation to the table.
For you, sir?
Examine the Karten. Okay.
Fool. Our dear madame is fooling around and thinks you can scare me off.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she did this
time
because
on
she
this.
saw it.
Let us gather in secret ritual. Let's not keep the souls waiting too long. Let us also make every effort together not to spoil their visit.
Ha. In the dark. Madame Samira asked to cover the windows and dim the lights. The seance requires a certain aura, so the apartment must be kept in darkness until it's over. The music is so interesting, I love it.
Did I see that you've met this Madame person?
Yeah, the game actually told me about this. This red thread is like a thought of hers, like a very strong thought.
I'm going.
It's a clue, basically. The same reason why, like you can see this in a side quest, and like one of the main quests is follow Svetlana's thoughts. That was the same thing we did before when she wasn't able to talk freely to us, so we just collected everything from around the area. I think this is basically our mind reading ability.
Shulsky, don't play with me.
I can't
I'll
do anything
disappear.
anyways.
For now.
Sometimes it's good to let things go and leave other people in peace, for your own benefit.
I think I'll take up this gauntlet.
Almost thought I'm gonna fight her now. Everything's... Okay, there's more stuff now. An ashtray, what is this? The stool. Let's see. Something's in the bath again? Yeah. A letter. Faust's letters to Svetlana were very tender and romantic. I would not have expected this from him. If these letters have fallen into the wrong hands, they could have done a lot of damage to the lovers. One of the categories for demons you can go in mind, so you might not be far off. I mean, it's a mind demon, so probably yes. I guess. Let's see, I want this ability now, yeah. Oh, I lost the ability to like search for my thoughts again? The fuck? I need mind free for this. Let's start with Sophia then.
Mr. Shulsky, may I have a word?
How can I help?
My friends and I are just playing Truth Order, and now it's my turn. Won't you dazzle me with your powers?
Note that her face doesn't like Thaumaturges.
Your father would not be thrilled about you playing games with the Thaumaturge.
Maybe that's precisely the point. To keep violating his wishes?
First, please tell me the rules of this game.
Of course, I'm being silly. After all, you've been away a long time. It's simple. Each player in turn must admit a truth or accept a dare. Anyone who doesn't must drop out of the game and thereby loses. And I don't like to lose.
I would guess that to you, a dare would be the lesser of two evils.
How very perceptive. It involves finding out my comrades' secrets. Irina, Maxim, or Sergei. The trick is that you're cleverer at it than I am.
How do you normally say it then? Like Thaumaturge? Is how like Thaumaturge? I don't really know how you say it otherwise. I mean in German it's just Thaumaturge. So except for there, point out that it's deceptive. Why not?
I accept.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Let me see what I can find. Will any secret do?
Any. I'll wait anxiously for your return.
I'll take a look around.
Find out more about Sophia's companions. I can do that. Shit then. I actually didn't... Did I lose the other quest then? I'm used to Thaumaturge. Okay, yeah. I like to say it like Thaumaturge. I like to say it like that. It's similar to like I normally say it. Decorative face. Okay, what did we find out now? That Myra's secret. Sergei can't stop thinking about Sophia. He cares about her so much he's willing to do anything for her. He can't understand why Sophia doesn't reciprocate his feelings, which frustrates him. He considers me a rival admirer. That's what we call a simp. Beta male energy.
They're getting impatient. What have you found out?
Let's just reveal fucking Sergei.
As far as Sergei,
Yes?
I'll be honest. He'd do anything for you.
Anything, you say?
Maxim only has one thing on his mind. Miss Irina.
Oh, I knew it! Might Irina return his interest?
I haven't been able to establish that yet.
Oh, I was wondering where you'd gone off to.
You know Sergei, don't you?
We're already acquainted.
Mr. Shulsky and I have completed my extra difficult dirt together.
At your service.
Now time for truth. Are you seeing anyone?
What was that? What was that? Sophia seems to be toying with me. She keeps boldly asking about my private matters, looking for strength in her impotence. I only wonder if she's toying with Viktor Shulsky, the person of a Thaumaturge. Sophia Scallon. The scheming of Scallon's daughter has made her the elite's favorite. Her plots provide distraction and make up the content of keenly spread gossip. At the moment, I am the object of her games. She's teasing me to spite her father, who hates thaumaturges. Or is this just a charade to mask her loneliness? Say her heart is already taken. Avoid answering.
Maybe we should not reveal all our secrets to one another right away.
Mr. Shulsky, our time is up. Sophia and I must leave for the seance. Madame is waiting.
Thank you once more.
See you. Therefore, Velis chased Sophia Skawan and her flaw here. She seemed like such an innocent girl.
Ah, that's it. Because you found out that she...
It's no coincidence she focused on me. After all, old Skawan hates thaumaturges. The little scam. If I want to discern that little schemer's flaw, I'll have to join that sepulchral table. Either her scheming or her jealous knight in shining armor will help me identify her flaw. I hope her father doesn't find out.
That's why we saw it. It was because, not because of it's by heart, it's because she has a flaw. The similar thing happened with the first person we found out her flaw about. Like the last time we did it, the person literally just also had the entire chest glow red in fury. So I get it, I think. The Thaumaturge at the Imperial House. Velis, the insider, is lured by the flaw of the schemer Sophia Scallon. In order to capture him, I'll have to play the rules here, which means exposing Sophia to some stirring experience. I sense that a scandal is inevitable. Sounds fun. Okay, let's just look at the time. We've been streaming for like roughly 3 hours. 2.5 hours now, and the half hour before the game crashed. It's already pretty late for me. It's 11 in the evening. What do you say? Is this a good point to end for today, or should we like still continue for a little bit? Your flaw isn't exclusive to a question from the heart, although that's more philosophical. Diagramma. I guess this really would be like a good point to just like hang it up for the day. Okay, let's take this, save. Alright. Yeah. Oh, you can see it's already like 11 in the evening for me. So I think I'm just gonna end it for today. I don't know if I'm gonna stream the next few days. The latest you're gonna see me again is gonna be on Thursday. Yeah, on Thursday, depending if I want to like play it some more, we're gonna play it earlier. That's gonna be like spontaneous on the Discord. I'm gonna announce it then again. Otherwise now we're gonna see ourselves on Thursday again to continue this. Hopefully we have more time on Thursday. Hopefully I can start the stream a little bit earlier, and if I'm able to start the stream earlier, we're gonna... Maybe I can just show you. The thing is, I'm gonna start writing the script this week. Like, I'm gonna probably start right after this, just a little bit, just like get the things rolling for the script. Like, half of the games we already played, but there are a few like smaller titles I just wanna like check out, and so we're gonna obviously continue the Thaumaturge on stream on Thursday, but we're also gonna play the Monsters Domains prologue demo. And on Friday, thank you guys for liking the stream as well. I hope I see you again the next time as well. But just so that everyone knows, like I said, on Friday we're gonna continue a little bit more of Pathfinder, probably also Thaumaturge, and if there's still time, we're gonna play the Throne of Stone demo and Underlevel. And then I should have covered every game that I want to cover in the next video. Yeah. Have a nice evening, guys. At least it's an evening for me. I hope it's an evening for you as well. If not, nice rest of your day. See you next time, guys. Oh, FK, a drawing stream. I mean, we just started doodling to like let just roll off the streams in the end. So yeah, let's just. Friday's gonna be a long stream anyway. So yep, we're probably also gonna draw a little bit in the end of this.